Hey guys, this is Lunch Money Lambert from Kayak Bass Nation. I'm going to take you through my tournament setup for 2024. I wanted to switch up platforms. As you know, I've been in several different brands of boats over the years, and I was really looking for something that could do everything. I settled on the Old Town AutoPilot 136. We took it down to the Dugout Bait and Tackle and had it tricked out. Let me show you what all we put on here. We'll start up front here on the bow where we went with these low profile LED strip lights from the Dugout Bait and Tackle. If you're running a motor, it's state law that you're required to have navigation lights, red and green. So we rigged these up because they are so small, and where we put them, they're not likely to be damaged loading or unloading, or even up against a boat dock getting in and out of the kayak. Next, we'll move on to the power plant of the kayak. This Minn Kota, it's integrated with spot lock. This is plug and play. You throw your battery of choice in here and you are ready to go. I'm running a 100 amp hour Pro Guide. That gives me plenty of run time to fish all day. This motor's great. Navigation wise, it's super simple. I really like to set the motor on like 3.5 or 4, deploy the rudder and use the foot control steering just to cover water and power fish. Once you do come up on a school of fish, you can easily hit spot lock, or let's say you're fishing current and you want to position on a current seam for that perfect cast. Spot lock's your best friend. Let's talk electronics. As you've noticed throughout the sport, forward-facing sonar is playing a huge role. I decided to go with a 12-inch Garmin unit with the sniper pole from Sniper Marine. This allows me to sit stationary and just flick my wrist, and you can turn 360 degrees with that forward-facing sonar transducer. I have it mounted on a dashboard mount from the Dugout Bait and Tackle. This is a custom piece from the Dugout. I also have an Insta360 mounted here on the track mount. This really gives me those shots of the fish jumping, and I can also pivot back and get me landing the fish as well. In my opinion, this is by far the best investment you can make as far as self-filming goes. One of my biggest concerns when I was moving to this autopilot platform was storage space. So what I did is I moved my battery out from under the seat and actually put it in the rear tank well. I put these seat risers from Yak Hobby on, and that gives me ample storage and easy underseat access to all my boxes. Here I have 3 3600 boxes, as well as a spinnerbait box from Plano underneath the seat, easy to get to throughout the day. Not only from the storage aspect, but also having this seat higher, you can pop up to standing a whole lot faster. One great thing about this platform is it is super stable. You can stand and fish all day and just utilize the remote to do your steering. On the left side of the kayak, you'll see here, I have my sniper pole mounted. Moving on back, I have a turtle box. Keep some tunes on the water. It also has an external power port so I can charge my phone or any other accessories I want to run in the kayak. Just below that, you'll see your rudder deployment handle. Right here, easy pull up and down to deploy that rudder and do your steering. Now we'll move to the tank well of the kayak, where, as I said, I moved that 100 amp hour battery here just behind the seat. That allows me to turn around and have easy access to my Yak Attack black pack here. I have my Pro Guide battery for my electronics in here, as well as soft plastics and a couple other 3600 boxes. In this portable Plano bag, I have my 24 volt battery to run my Newport motor. I just installed this Newport today. That's right, dual power on the kayak. The reason that I keep it in this box is it's easy to throw and go. I can easily pop this motor off and throw it on another kayak as well. Also in tournaments, it's only legal to run one motor at this time, so depending on the conditions, I can determine which power I want to go with. For me, I think I'm going to use this motor pre-fishing to cover water. If I find something I like, spot lock down on it. Primarily, I'm planning on using the Minn Kota for the tournaments themselves. In addition, I've incorporated a Yak Attack camera pole. This gives you a really good high angle. You can see everything off both sides. Really get the cast to catch action from this angle here. I incorporated the Newport 180. The AutoPilot comes pre-rigged for a power pole mount. I just installed the Newport mount into those power pole holes. Now we're dual power. We also installed the same twist lock plug onto the battery box itself, just for that extra added security. It's also super quick to take on and off to remove the battery to charge at night. You'll see with the positioning of the motor and the dashboard, you still have ample room to flip the motor up to load and unload, as well as plenty of deck space to stand and fish all day. One of the issues I've ran into on kayaks in the past is a leaky hull. One of the things that I like on the Old Town is the hull is completely sealed. There's nowhere for water to intrude into the hull. But just in case, we mounted my black box for my Garmin actually up off the floor inside here on the back side of this motor plate. That's something Jamie Koza did down at the dugout. Here's a shot at the transducer. You can see it has a pre-made cutout into the hull for the transducer. We modified the mounting plate a little bit for this Garmin, but it is tucked up against the hull and safely out of the way. For my Newport throttle control, I used a catch rod delete just to add some gear track closer to the seat. As far as steering options go to control the Minn Kota, you have two options. You have the remote that comes with the motor. If you happen to drop this over the side or the battery dies, you also can download an app on your smartphone and control the motor from your phone. And I think that's everything on my 2024 tournament setup. Again, this Old Town AutoPilot platform is insane. The integration with the motor, plug and play out of the box, super stable for standing all day and fishing. If you have any questions about any of the items that you saw in this video, I can help you out. Please reach out or drop it in the comments. Thanks.